Christie. Michael is a smart and creative soccer player. He has always played an attacking role and loves opportunities to go 1v1. Michael is a confident person who communicates well, competes every day, and helps lead the team. Another gift Michael has is leading the team dance parties on the bus ride home from games. Michael is undecided on where he will attend next fall, but plans to study sports management. Number 8, Lucas Hegg, accompanied by his parents Josh and Liz. Lucas has continued to develop his game and grow confidence each game. He starts as a central midfielder and does a great job as a ball winner, but also helps us transition into our attack. Lucas is undecided on where he will attend next fall, but plans to major in business. Number 9, Caden Petrulia, accompanied by his parents Ryan and Laura Petrulia. Caden is our starting center forward. He is a technical player who works hard and loves a challenge. Caden plans to continue his soccer career at Grace Christian University, where he will study criminal justice and plans to go into law enforcement. Number 10, Jordan Reese, accompanied by his parents Craig and Whipkey. Jordan is a starting midfielder for the Maroons. He is skilled on the ball and is always dangerous on serving a ball and on set pieces. Jordan is a student of the game and absolutely loves playing. Jordan is undecided on where he will attend next fall, but plans to study business. Number 11, Elliot Cook, accompanied by his parents, Dave and Lisa. Elliot is one of our co-captains and starts in midfield. He has great awareness, plays quick, and has great composure. Elliot is undecided on where he will attend next fall, but plans to study sports management. Number 12, J.P. Hoxton, accompanied by his mom, Frances Hoxton. J.P. is a dynamic soccer player, knows his prowess as a solid defender who consistently makes dangerous runs in the attack. He is athletic, skilled, fast, and reads the game well. JP is undecided on where he will attend college next fall. Number 14, Chase Brink, accompanied by his parents, Kurt and Michelle. Chase plays an outside back for the Maroons. He is a tireless worker and gives it everything he has got every day. He is a fantastic teammate and is always willing to put his team first. Chase is undecided on where he will attend college next fall, but plans to study engineering. Number 16, Ryan Ross, accompanied by his parents, Dan and Sue Boss. Ryan is one of our starting center backs. He is a tough defender who reads the game well. Ryan is super coachable and is always looking to improve. He is undecided on where he will attend college next fall, but plans to study engineering or medicine. Number 17, Alden Baker, accompanied by his parents, Dwayne and Dawn Baker. Alden is our other starting center back. He is a big physical presence for the Maroons. Alden has grown tremendously as a player this year. He communicates well and is dangerous on set pieces. Alden plans to attend college next fall, but is unsure where. And finally, number 28, backup goalkeeper Henry Skipper, accompanied by his grandparents this evening. Henry is a goalkeeper for the Maroons. He has shown steady growth over his 4 years as a player and a person. His willingness to constantly show up, put the work in, and have a positive attitude is admirable. Henry is unsure on where he plans to go to college, but will major in business and minor in economics. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Holland Christian Varsity Soccer Seniors and their parents.
Pretty sure you can change it from your computer.
Good job, Dave.
Thanks, guys.
gentlemen, a very special welcome to Holland Christian High School for today's boys 2023 OK Blue first round conference tournament action. Our game this evening will feature the boys varsity matchup between our friends and visitors from Grand Rapids, the Falcons of West Catholic High School, and your home team, the Varsity Maroons of Holland Christian High School. As fellow members of the OK Conference, both our schools serve to promote character development through educational athletics and empower athletes, coaches, officials, and fans to be role models for sportsmanship and fair play on the field and in our communities. We are excited to have our student athletes learning life lessons through educational athletics. Please do your part to promote this positive environment for everyone to enjoy tonight's contest. Also, a very special thank you to the West Michigan Soccer's Officials Association for their work staffing soccer games for the OK Conference. Over the last 16 years, the number of officials in Michigan has decreased. This game doesn't happen without our dedicated officials. Please join me in thanking our officials for their commitment to student athletes this evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you are able, we ask that you stand. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Our veterans are pillar members in our community, and we are proud of all veterans in attendance with us tonight. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. Active and retired military, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart, as we welcome back friend of the Holland Christian Soccer Program for our national anthem, Mr. Lee Greenwood. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before this evening's action, let's meet the teams for tonight's OK Blue Conference Tournament game between the visiting Falcons of West Catholic High School and your home-standing Varsity Maroons of Holland Christian High School. First for our friends this evening and visitors on the scoreboard, the Falcons of West Catholic. Number 0, Ian Medvecki. Number 1, Elliot Plum. Number 2, Griffin Vinn. Number 3, Victor Russo. Number 4, Christian Florido. Number 5, Ethan Zoll. Number 6, Landon Smith. Number 7, Gabriel May. Number 8, Liam Wilson. Number 9, Clark Schultz. Number 10, Mitchell Ridwin. Number 11, Joey Flickinger. Number 12, Isaac Zoll. Number 14, Liam Schneider. Number 15, Kyle O'Hearn. Number 16, Mason Marcotte. Number 17, Sean Boonstra. Number 18, Gonzalo Argulo. And number 20, Nathan Cadu. The head coach of the Falcons is Mr. Ryan Smith. He's assisted by Jeremy Durrell, Christian Galloway, and Al Plum. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your homestanding Maroons of Holland Christian High School. Number 0, senior goalkeeper Adam Bergman. Number 1, senior Sam Pluckmeyer. Number 2, senior Brody Dick Ryder. Number 3, Hudson Vanderbent. Number 4, senior Lake Vanderplug. Number 5, Liam Shook. Number 6, senior David Van Dynen. Number 7, senior Michael Hagg. Number 8, senior Lucas Hagg. Number 9, senior Caden Petrulia. Number 10, senior Jordan Reese. Number 11, senior Elliot Cook. Senior number 12, J.P. Hoxton. Number 13, Ruben Plagmars. Number 14, senior Chase Brink. Number 15, Ben Bexford. Number 16, senior Ryan Voss. Number 17, senior Alden Baker. Number 18, Max Apotheker. Number 19, Spencer Walraven. Number 20, Corbin Greer. Number 21, Cameron Lubbers. Number 22, Austin DeHaan. And backup goalkeeper, senior number 28, Henry Skipper. The Maroons of Holland Christian are coached in his 11th year by Dr. Dave DeBoer. He's assisted by Mr. Matt Finkbeiner, Mr. Chris Taborn, Mr. Mike Johns, Mr. Zach Comrade, and Mr. Brian Lemon. The winner of today's contest will feature the next game will be either between the Falcons of Allendale or the Lakers of Spring Lake High School. At this time, we'd like to wish both teams good luck. Let's play OK Blue Maroons Varsity Tournament Soccer.
HCLive viewers, welcome to the game tonight.
Let's start the first half of action in today's OK Blue Varsity Tournament.
Soccer teams in the
The
first
visiting
game of
Falcons of
our
West Catholic will go left to right from our vantage point here in the press
conference
box.
tournament.
Your homestanding Maroons of Holland Christian will go right to left. First half opening kickoff belonging to your homestanding Maroons of Holland Christian High School.
Just get like a...
Tonight's kickoff with HC.
Game time
Lucas Head
kickoff
kicks off,
forecast. It's a
and
beautiful
HC immediately
sunny
goes long down the line, looking out wide for
105 degrees in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii.
straight out for a goal kick
Good replay-worthy shots.
as West Catholic looks to advance up the field.
What?
Holland Christian team comes in tonight with a 9-game winning streak. West Catholic with opposite fortunes, coming off of a 5-game losing streak, but looking to play the spoilers tonight on HC's senior night. Dave Van Dynen with the throw down the line. And again, about 10 yards further up. Continuing to look long, but with no success. Ball over to West Catholic now for another throw as they look to advance into the HC half.
Well, like next time you get on live.
Alden flicks it back to his compatriot in the back, Alden Baker, and distributes back to Adam Bergman, who decides to keep it short, playing through Elliot Cook in the center defensive mid position, who immediately kicks it out for an opposing throw. HC looking a little bit under pressure, trying to keep the tempo up here, trying to play the ball on the ground in advance without going long, but we're going to have to see if they settle in. Maybe opening nerves in the first game of the conference tournament. West Catholic with a long throw down the line, challenged by Voss. And HC decides to cycle it around the back. Alden Baker with the clearance that manages to squeak out. And HC now looking to build down the left wing through Sam Pluckmeyer. HC back under control through Chase Brink, trying to work it across the field, swinging it around the back, trying to find a moment to calm, and yet struggling to do so. Elliot Cook on the ball. There Van Dynen advancing the ball up the wing. Holland Christian with some nice interplay through the midfield, deciding to stay calm and try to come up the other side. West Catholic putting some light pressure on, but allowing HC to advance. West Catholic's captain putting pressure up on the wing. HC with the clearance, and it looks like it's going to be out for a corner. West Catholic with about 6 or 7 members in the box, somebody right on the goalie. HC with nobody as an outlet currently, just hoping to clear and make sure that they don't concede early.
Okay, camera when you're live.
West Catholic sends it in, and Adam Bergman with safe hands plucks it out of the air and pushes his team up.
Okay, camera 3, gonna take you. And I'm gonna take camera. After the kick, I'm gonna take camera 2.
Adam Bergman with the big kick over the defense, looking behind for Caden Petrulian, who's off to the races with a little bit of pressure on the shoulder and does not manage to get off the shot, but a nice layoff to the back. Contested, pops out wide. Sam Pluckmeyer with a blocked shot, and West Catholic managed to clear their lines. Chase Brink with a little bit of a large touch, but manages to keep it under control. And it looks like an offside call. Chase Brink making a run too deep. Sam Pluckmeyer, out of bounds here. West Catholic with a long throw down the line. Managed to get the flick on, but straight to Alden Baker, who clears. Cook on the ball and looks to switch the ball out of pressure. Baker and back to Bergman, who decides to play out wide to Voss. Voss with another look in behind. Caden again free on the wing, looking to penetrate early over the top. Challenging just outside the box, and now a direct free kick. Caden Petrulia with the win there, and they'll be setting it up. West Catholic will be looking to set up their wall firmly in opposition to Holland Christian's free kick. Cook standing over it. Will likely be looking to bend it up and over the wall, or perhaps looking to go for a direct shot to the upper left corner, depending on what angle looks best to him in the moment. The ref telling the players to wait for his whistle as they set up the wall. Blake Vanderplug also with the look here, coming up on the left, and manages to curl it to the far post with a beautiful curling shot into the side netting. HC only 5 minutes in and up 1-0.
Scored by senior number 4, Blake Vanderplug, for the moves of Holland Christian. Vanderplug on the goal, 34-17 remaining in the first half of action.
As you heard, number 5, Blake Vanderplug with the goal there. HC managing to keep the goalie out of his sights there with the 2 men on the ball, perhaps some incorrect setup of the wall, and HC managed to take advantage. quickly back into the West Catholic half. HC back on the attack through Pluckmeyer. Lucas Haig unable to get control of it. Pass perhaps a little too weak there from the pass on from Pluckmeyer, and we're back off with the throw. Chase Brink looks inside, and HC manages to get out from pressure and plays out wide out to the other side. Reese on the ball. Voss. HC swinging it back around, taking their time, trying not to force. Caden Petrulia checks, manages to pick up the ball, and West Catholic allows him to turn, and he looks out wide for Jordan Reese and behind, but it looks like he might manage to get there and ball out for a goal kick. Just a little too strong on the pass and the switch there from Petrulia. Goal kick, West Catholic.
Okay, can someone get the goal kick? Okay, 3.
About 7 minutes into the half here. And HC looking strong with pressure. West Catholic struggling to build up any sort of an attack into the HC half. HC already licking their chops at further opportunities. Vanderpool tries to slip it in behind, but just a touch too close to the opposition. Falcons goalie decides to put it down and go for the long kick, looking for his forward up top, but does not manage to find anyone in the opposing half. Oh, miscontrol by Baker. HC managing just to recover there. Staying calm in the back from Bergman. Voss decides to go long. Pluckmeyer allowed to turn, and now HC up for the counter attack if they are able to work it through. Referee calls a foul in the middle of the field. Cook assessing his options, looking short, looking long, and deciding to play wide. Van Dynen on the ball. Combining through the middle and across Cook with the thought to shoot, and skies it over the top. With the shot from about 35 yards there, perhaps looking a little ambitious. Cook frustrated with himself on that shot, thinking he should do better on that.
Oh, that camera one. I just saw that I could.
Falcons with the goal kick. Goalie straight down the middle and back into the HC player's feet. Manages to squeak out to the number 4 of the Falcons, who straight clears it. Pressure from the opposing forward. And Voss with the clearance straight into his opposition's feet, who managed to recover the ball. West Catholic playing a little bit frantically on the ball and clear it straight out for a goal kick back to HC.
He's gonna put his whistle on and jump in. And we welcome the third official.
Camera 3, you're live, by the way.
All right, at the start of this game, it looks like we were lacking a referee who showed up a little bit late. We started off with 2 referees on their own, which is untraditional for a varsity match. Usually we have a center ref with 2 ARs, 2 assistant referees, and now it looks like we are back to normal now that he has arrived, which is best for the competition tonight. Time starts again, and we are off. Bourbon goes long, squeaks its way through, and yet West Catholic managed to clear. Caden trying to take it under control, under heavy pressure, manages to play it out wide with the overlapping run from David Van Dynen. Reese decides to go long, looking for Pluckmeyer on the opposite side, who manages to head it back across. But no one there to follow through. Good build-up, but lack of a finish there. Falcons go long, big punt again. Both teams struggling a little bit in the air tonight, unable to win it on these 50-50 challenges, which must be much to HC's liking, as they'd prefer to keep the ball on the floor And as long as they aren't losing the ball in the air, they should be doing all right tonight. Catholic stringing a couple passes together here, but put under heavy pressure and up to clear out yet again. Holland Christian putting a heavy press on West Catholic tonight, managing to keep them in their own half and out of the defensive half of Holland Christian, struggling to put passes together. Meanwhile, Holland Christian playing relatively calm, with time on the ball, looking for the best options, leaving no stone unturned, but lacking a little bit in the execution at the start tonight. However, that hasn't prevented them from going up 1-0 off of a dead ball situation with the goal from Blake Vanderplug, left-footed, with the free kick shot from just outside the box, beautifully put away. HC will be hoping to quickly get a second in this competition tonight.
Camera 2, what are you doing? Oh, never mind, my bad.
Reese goes out to take the corner from the left-hand side, looking for an in-swinging corner here. Corners are something that HC have worked on quite a bit this season and all season. And with the offensive prowess of Baker and Voss, we'll be hoping to get another one here. They're compact in the 6-yard box, trying to create a lot of traffic, and managed to get their head on it, but over the top from what looks like Baker there. Good attempt, under pressure, just over the top. They'll hope to be doing that a lot tonight. Substitutions for Holland Christian. 3 in, 3 out with Reese, Kadam Trulia, and Pluckmeyer off. Ruben Brody to Kreider.
Substitutions are as
And
follows.
Michael Haig on.
Holland Christian number 2, Brody de Kreider number 7, Michael Haig and number 13, Ruben Plagmars.
With the substitutions complete, the Falcons goalie gets the kick back off, and we are back in play. West Catholic really struggling to build up. Lots of long ball tonight already. It looks like it might be a long night for them if they are unable to string some passes together under the heavy press from Holland Christian. Holland Christian, meanwhile, able to build up pretty well out of the back through their midfield, and often looking to attack wide as is common for their attack. Holland Christian's strategy frequently to build their way up together through their outside backs, look for the athletic and technical prowess of their wingers, and to get cross into their number 9, Kadam Petrulia, or their other forward, Ruben Plagmars. We'll see if they can do that more tonight. Chase Brink with time on the ball. Cook opts to play back, and the center backs of Holland Christian look forward. Vanderplug on the ball. Cook asking for it. Vanderplug decides to go a little bit more direct to the right winger, Michael Haig. And now Van Dynen looking for his options. Haig on the give and go, manages to complete with Lucas Haig, who continues his run down the right wing, decides to stop, look up, and see who's coming in. Vanderplug on the ball. Beautiful shot, beautiful turn onto his left foot, shifts it onto his left. A little bit under his feet though, which just took a little bit of strength away from the shot, perhaps prohibited his ability to stick it a little wider, a little above the goalie, who manages to get his hand on it and push it over. This time HC opts to put Vanderplug, the left footer, out on the wing for the corner. Now this time looking for an out swinger. With 2 groups inside the box, they decide to play short. Ruben Plagmars trying to do the give and go unsuccessfully with little pressure on his back. Catholic managed to kick clear. Van Dynen plays back. Bergman with lots of time as Catholic looks to advance up the field and put on some pressure. Voss directly playing up to the forward of Holland Christian, who does not manage to bring it under control. Catholic back on the ball. Center backs play together, work their way out, and again go long unsuccessfully. Haig on the ball. Picks up his head with time. Tries to find Plagmars, but a little too much on the ball, a little too far ahead of their forward. West Catholic's goalie giving his teammates some time on the ball to breathe here as they look to work their way out from the back and get an attack into the opposing half. Voss opts to flick on to Chase, who plays out wide to Brody DeKreider, number 2. With space to dribble, he looks up, asks Plegmarts to go, but it seems like they're not on the same wavelength there, and ball directly back to the West Catholic goalie. West Catholic's goalie with a big punt out wide. Well contested by Brink, the left back for Home Christian, who heads it out for a corner. The ref calls for substitutions. It looks like 2 in for a Home Christian and 1 out
Falcons West Catholic, number 12, Isaac
for West
Zolt.
Catholic.
In for the Maroons Holland Christian, number 10, Jordan Reese, and number 19, Spencer Wallraven.
Jordan Reese and Spencer Wallraven on for Home Christian. Reese immediately into the play, manages to get his head on it and play it to his teammate Cook, who immediately looks to transition out to the other side. David Van Dynen on the ball, has time to pick his head up and make a choice of a pass. He decides to go wide with Haig under pressure. Haig plays back, and HC work it across yet again. Baker looks long. No one in that vicinity. But Plegmar's managed to pick up the rebound there. Plegmar's with a nice touch to turn and play in his teammate behind. They'll now be looking to crash into the box. Haig on the dribble. A jink and a juke. He tries to get around once, twice, does it again. Manages to get in the cross, but only after already stepping out. Good attempt, but ran out of real estate. West Catholic's goalie looking long yet again. Through the middle, and HC win on the header. Haig tries to get under control under heavy pressure from the opposition. Home Christian managed to win it back, pick up their heads, and play back to Bergman, who decides to play short. Voss with the long ball over the top, looking to utilize Plegmar's speed in behind. But it looks like West Catholic have wisened up a bit to what HC is trying to do here and cutting off those opportunities before they arise. Haig gets a toe on it and manages to kick it off the West Catholic defender out for a corner. Reese on the ball looking for the outswinger here. HC send their big men into the box looking to win another header, and this time with the hope to get it on target into the back of the net. They decide to play short on the give and go and work it with a low cross the other side, and it manages to just squeak through. Unable to get a strong enough touch. Reese with a nice waist-high ball across, driven in, but too hard for his teammates, and out for the goal kick. Halfway through the half here, West Catholic struggling to get any shots on target or any attacks into the opposition final third. A lot of time being spent on the West Catholic defensive third. HC doing a good job with their tacks, but still struggling a little bit on the final ball here. Lots of pressure. Now they'll be looking for some end product. Alden Baker with the ball back to Bergman. Bergman instructing his outside backs to get wide. Now Baker with time to look up, asking men to support. Manages to play the ball into Wallraven, who's under a lot of pressure and doesn't manage to get a good touch on the ball. And yet the ball's bouncing around here between both teams. Neither able to quite get in control here. And West Catholic with 1, 2, 3 passes and then straight out of bounds. Brinks on the throw. Plaguemars gets his shoulder in and takes off, looking to guard the ball with his body, and manages to jink around the opposition. Looks for the give and go, but doesn't manage to complete his pass. Walraven on the ball, opposite drop back. Cook plays it wide. DeKreider, one-on-one with his man, decides to cut inside. Low cross, blocked by the opposition, and out for a corner kick. Holland Christian's third of the half. Reese already signaling for the play that they'd like to run. And HC crowding the goalie and the 6-yard box. They'll be looking to play this very deep substitution.
Substitutions are as follows. For the Maroons of Holland Christian, number 1, Sam Plockmeyer.
Plockmeyer in, DeKreider out. Hopefully HC looking to utilize his strength and height on this corner. HC looks deep. Again, Baker on the ball, but just can't direct it on target. Looks to the referee as though he was hoping for a foul call there, but nothing doing, says the referee. Goalie for West Catholic adjusts his gloves and off with the goal kick. 18 and 19 of West Catholic and HC challenge. HC win the ball yet again. HC managing to get the ball under control here. Van Dynen picking up his head, deciding to keep control. Tries to find Plaguemars with a direct ball, but too direct, and Catholic manages to get a toe on it. They clear it up to the other side, back to the HC defense, and HC now back onto the attack. Cook guards the ball out for a throw. Van Dynen off to play short with Cook under heavy pressure, and managed to deftly touch it out to Van Dynen yet again. Van Dynen looking to cut it inside unsuccessfully, but bounces out to Haig. A little bit, some melee out on the wings, and out for a throw. HC looking for the throw there, but the ref says this throw's for West Catholic. Coach DeBoer sending 3 substitutions for the line, looking to refresh his offense here with about 15 minutes remaining. West Catholic look long. HC get ahead on it, and West Catholic managed to work their way back up the field off that throw.
Tally lights are working, right? They're working good? Alright. Tyler, what lights working for you too, Aiden?
West Catholic will be hoping to work an opportunity off this throw. Looks like they've got some long throwers here tonight, trying to work their way into the box. And yet no targets there for the throw, and the ball straight in the hands of Adam Bergman, who gladly will pick it up and tell his team to advance. Plays to his own feet and plays an easy ball out to Brink, who has time to pick up his head. Looks for Cook. Cook with a slight turn manages to work his way around the opposition captain, and Voss immediately looking long again for Plaguemars over the top. Plaguemars on the ball.
Yeah, Ruben's actually insane, dude.
West Catholic clear. Voss manages to head it back out and into the opposition half. Reese tries to turn with a little flick from his head, but to no avail. West Catholic managed to clear. Referee calls for a foul on Holland Christian, which will allow them to perhaps get their first attack into the opposition box tonight. They'll be looking to capitalize on the few that it seems that they'll have this half. They'll need to if they have any hope of advancing to the next round of the conference tournament. West Catholic go long, looking out down the middle, straight into the hands of Adam Bergman. who immediately looks long and to the feet of Reese, who manages to advance the ball to Pluckmeyer, who looks to drive in the green space he sees in front of him, plays across. Doesn't put a name on it, but manages to squeak to one of his teammates. And West Catholic clear their lines. Captain of West Catholic looking for a foul there, but the referee says play on. West Catholic's captain expressing some frustration there, perhaps taking it out on one of the HC players, and the ref calls for a foul. A little conversation between the two of them. The captain shrugging his shoulders, seeing something wrong. The referee tells him to play on. Cook on the ball, looking deep. Pings the ball over the top. No challenge from Plagamars there. West Catholic try to clear, but straight to HC. Fakes the shot, plays wide. Pluckmeyer with space to drive, and the AR lifts his flag to call him off. West Catholic's goalie takes his time to set the play and allow his teammates a breath from all the intense pressure from the Holland Christian soccer team. They manage to work it to their captain up top, number 11, who gets the opportunity to finally turn and tries to play wide. Brink, with a toe on it, pokes it out for a throw-in.
Substitutions are as follows for the Falcons of West Catholic: number 7, Gabriel May; number 15, Kyle O'Hearn; for the Maroons of Holland Christian, number 8, Lucas Hegg; and number 9, Caden Petrulia, along with number 4, Lake Vanderploeg.
3 substitutions for Holland Christian, 2 substitutions for West Catholic. West Catholic will be hoping that in these last 10 minutes these substitutions can make a difference to what they're seeing on the field right now. West Catholic attacker unable to bring it under control under heavy pressure from HC, who quickly take a throw into a dangerous area of the pitch, but manage to regain control. Baker decides to clear. Looking wide, trying to find Haig on the ball. Unsuccessfully. Van Dynen brings it down. And HC decide to keep it on that wing. Nope, and decide to swing the opposite direction. Boss on the ball there. Plays Vanderploeg, who directs it out wide. A little bit of pressure there. West Catholic putting a little pressure. HC struggling with it in the moment. Lacking a little bit of clarity on those passes. Those should be crisper. They train on those quite a bit. They like to play out at the back, and that can be a way to get them if they're not focused enough. HC with the clearance. Ball back out to the West Catholic right back, who plays through his center defensive mid, who tries to cut through the middle and manages to win it back after some pressure from the Holland Christian defense. Lucas Haig with a slick turn, but unable to get out. The ball ping-ponging around, manages to pop out to Lucas Haig, who tries to get it into the opposition half. Doesn't manage to reach his teammate, and West Catholic is back, trying to transition into the attack. David Van Dynen, calm, waits for his opponent's mistake, wins it back, turns out of pressure, and is now advancing up the field through Vanderploeg, who slows it down, picks up his head, and plays Pluckmeyer to his feet. With Brinks on the overlap, opts not to play for that. Vanderploeg gets the ball back, decides to play short with the give and go through the midfield combination, manages to win on the slide tackle, and gets slide tackled himself. Ref opts not to blow the whistle there on what seemed like a little bit of an overreach from Vanderploeg. Number 3 gingerly gets up. Doesn't look like his ankle is feeling so well after that challenge from Vanderploeg. Ref deciding to let things be physical tonight on both sides. Albeit West Catholic perhaps receiving a little bit more of that physicality at the moment, especially under all the pressure there from HC. Big punt from the goalie. His team don't manage to control, which again gives HC the opportunity to burst into the attacking third, and yet struggling to connect passes once they get through. HC finding an easy time to get into the middle third. Once they get to the final third, struggling to get past their opposition, who are rather intensely packed in the back, and just now starting to combine. The more passes that we can see, the more effective that they're going to be. And they're just struggling with some discipline there on the offside line. That's the second call tonight. With the attackers having a visible line, a little lazy there from the winger on the right-hand side. You'd expect them to do better on those. Falcons goalie with the kick into the opposition half. HC yet again winning the ball, but ref seeing hands in the back there and deciding to give a free kick to the Falcons. We'll be hoping to launch the ball into the box. Baker telling his line to hold at the 15, giving their goalie Adam Bergman space to step in and hopefully pick the ball out of the air yet again like he did earlier on the corner kick. A light chip put in. It's allowed to squeak through, and it's under pressure. A collision between the goalie and the attacker of West Catholic. West Catholic's captain getting up gingerly yet again. Bergman also feeling the impact of that, but gets up quickly and decides to keep moving. Goalie with a quick word with the ref. Chipped it over the top, catching the HC defense unawares, not realizing that that man was unmarked. Both went in for that 50-50. Goalie probably with the stronger claim for it. And a correct call on the foul there. Bergman urges his team forward with about 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes remaining. Decides to go long as HC look to build and get another goal here. Again, referee calls hands in the back, leaping over the top, offering HC the same opportunity that Catholic were just afforded. You'll notice HC aren't overloading either side, especially with the ball here. Free kicks down the middle. Typically teams like to pick a side. It's easier to play a ball diagonally than straight on, and so it looks like they'll be looking to curl their runs in. Haig tries to play a ball to the left, but doesn't get enough height on it. So it doesn't connect with any of his teammates, and as it's cleared out, Holland Christian commits a foul. Haig with a very disappointing ball there in the end, straight to the opposition, who, when challenged, get hacked to the ground. Baker holding the line at the 35, communicating with his teammates. Catholic's goalie looking over the top, Haig winning the challenge. Vanderplug unable to take it down, and Brinks wins the 50-50, clearing it out for a throw-in. Substitutions come in, 2 for HC, 1 for West Catholic. Let's listen up to who will be substituting here.
Substitutions are as follows: for the Falcons of West Catholic, number 11, Joey Flickinger. For the Maroons of Holland Christian, number 10, Jordan Reese, and number 11, Elliot Cook.
Reese and Elliot here for HC these last 5 minutes, looking to give him a burst of energy. Ooh, Pluckmeyer with his foot up there. A little reckless by Pluckmeyer. Waves the referee off there, and then West Catholic themselves commit a rather hard foul there on the 40-yard line. As you can see, a challenge in the middle. Pluckmeyer goes and studs up, realizes he shouldn't be doing that, and then the challenge there by number 3 on West Catholic, taking out Vanderplug. And now Bergman looks to go long. Crossfield balls doesn't reach any intended target, and Vanderplug with the slide tackle to win it back tries to do a roulette spin to work his way between those two defenders. Doesn't quite manage it, but does manage to win the corner kick. Vanderplug, left-footed, going for the in-swinger here, calling the play, overloading the 6-yard box, hoping to catch the goalkeeper out and unable to grab the ball. He sends it in. Big curler, deep, and over top of everyone. And out for a throw-in. Coach DeBoer will be disappointed with that sort of delivery tonight. However, it gives the opportunity for the HC defense to press high and win the ball. Brinks manages to win it, and they transition out to the other side. Voss quickly looking up, picking up his head, playing out to Van Dynen, who decides to combine with Vanderplug in the middle, who has a nice turn, finds Cook, and with 3 minutes remaining, HC playing calm, not looking to rush their opportunities, and trying to find the best opportune passes. West Catholic managed to come here on the counter. Can't combine well enough. Under pressure from Brink and cleared out. Brink fends Pluckmeyer quickly. Tempo raising these last 3 minutes. Looking to combine. Vanderplug tries to do the dummy, but doesn't do so well enough to fool his defender, who clears it back up the field. Bergman puts his foot on it, brings the opposition forward in, and plays Cook with lots of time. Cook turns his head, looks up, Vanderplug plays wide. Pluckmeyer now with space to dribble and take on his man. He'll be looking to cut inside with Vanderplug on the overlap. Opts out to play the overlap there, and now under pressure, just manages to keep possession. And now Vanderplug is wide. Decides to go 1v1. A little miscommunication there. HC losing the ball, and they'll try to reset here. West Catholic really struggling to get any sort of connection, any sort of tempo. Very disjointed attacks, frequently clearing, but it is difficult to do so when you don't have much of the ball. Your teammates don't have a lot of energy in their legs from running back and forth, trying to win it back constantly. And then when it comes time to sprint up the other way, it's very, very difficult to just have the endurance. And sometimes your legs don't do what you want them to when you're tired, like they must be right now. HC with lots of time on the ball, playing consistently, trying to find runs. Caden trying to make the overlapping run. Blake Vanderplug opts to go for the shot there. Caden Petrulia a little frustrated that he didn't play him in sooner, but ran off when that opportunity wasn't taken. Vanderplug with full rights to shoot.
Boonstra in for the Falcons of West Catholic.
A nice scissor to shot, just as you see there in the replay. Doesn't manage to catch it squarely on the ball, just a little bit on the outside of his foot, which sends it screwing wide and off target. With 1 minute remaining, HC will be looking to close out this half with no pressure, no silly mistakes, and to go in at half with the lead.
First half of action.
Hague winning lots of challenges in the air tonight. After HC struggling in those first few minutes, they've picked it up and have won pretty much every kick that their goalie has sent up this way. And Vanderplug manages to send it up the field to Pluckmeyer yet again. 45 seconds on the clock. Vanderplug takes a couple scissors, cuts in, looks up, trying to squeeze his way through, manages to wriggle, and now slows it back up, looks wide. Pluckmeyer with an unfortunate touch there, unable to advance, but manages to find Vanderplug again, who does the slide tackle and prohibits the clearance from occurring. West Catholic try to clear again. Pluckmeyer clears it out. Referee seems to think that went off West Catholic. 10 seconds to go for HC to try to get the ball in the box and get a header or some sort of attempt. Ball falls at the feet of Reese, unable to get it out from under his feet. Van Dynen looking up, swinging, and ball goes wide as we close out for the half.
First half in today's OK Blue Conference Tournament action. The Maroons of Holland Christian won. The Falcons of West Catholic yet on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, just a couple friendly reminders at the half. The Champs Athletic Booster concession stand is open and fully operational for your food and beverage needs. Proceeds help fund athletics here at Holland Christian High School, Holland Christian Middle School, and Zeeland Christian Schools. So go ahead and check out the Snack Shack. Plenty of hot dogs, popcorn, and icy cold Pepsi products to quench your thirst at the half.
How's it going?
And proceeds help fund athletics here at Holland Christian High School, Holland Christian Middle School, and Zeeland Christian Schools. Also restroom facilities open and fully operational, located directly behind the concession stand building. And just a friendly reminder, all day, every day, and all season long, right here at Holland Christian High School, restroom facilities remain absolutely free of charge.
As we head into the half, DeBois will be looking and hoping for more from his team. Again, lots of time on the ball, but not a whole lot of end product to show for it. He'll be excited to chat with his team about ways to exploit the deficiencies in the West Catholic defense. West Catholic with their work cut out for them here. As West Catholic gets to the corner, they've had almost no opportunities. They had one ball that squeaked through over the top with a little bit of luck with that foul on Adam Bergman. Their coach will be looking to see if they can build up in ways that are more effective than what they've been doing with all the clearances this half. But yet again, very difficult with a high press from Holland Christian, who are on the backs of the West Catholic players with frequency, with strength, and with intensity. West Catholic not managing to keep up to that challenge at the moment. Again, Holland Christian will probably be disappointed with the outcome of that half. Happy to be in at half 1-0, but probably would have been expecting more of themselves. They've likely come into this game licking their chops, hoping for goals. Again, coming off a 9-game winning streak. Meanwhile, West Catholic coming in on a 5-game losing streak. This game is very important for both teams as it is the first of the conference tournament and dictates where they will go from here. Holland Christian has scored 39 goals this season, only with 7 against, which shows the strength of their defense and also perhaps the strength of their offense, who managed to keep the ball very well. Meanwhile, West Catholic here have only 14 goals that they've scored, with 26 having leaked through, and yet only letting one in
Quick check
tonight.
of the Holland Hospital Sports Medicine on-campus scoreboard. In
With 7
game
minutes remaining,
one of
we'll
our
go to break.
triple header this afternoon and this evening, the freshman Maroons welcomed the Eagles of Hudsonville. Final score of that contest, Holland Christian 1, Hudsonville 1. And if you missed our junior varsity contest prior to this game, it was the Maroons of Holland Christian 9, the Falcons of West Catholic 1. And an update from Otsego High School, where the Holland Christian Unified Soccer program had a game today. Holland Christian Unified Soccer defeated Otsego by a final score of Holland Christian 2, Otsego 1. Congratulations to head coach Tyven Weirin and Ann Pulowski and the Unified Maroons on their 2-1 victory versus the Bulldogs of Otsego. Once again, just a friendly reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is game one of the OK Blue Conference Tournament. The Maroons will be back in action here on Wednesday and will either face off versus the Falcons of Allendale or the Lakers of Spring Lake High School. That game set for 7:15 right here on Wednesday night. Once again, that will be game 2 of the OK Blue Conference Tournament. They will either host the Allendale Falcons or the Lakers of Spring Lake, who are currently in action at Allendale High School. This has been a quick check of your Holland Hospital Sports Medicine on-campus scoreboard. Holland Hospital Sports Medicine, your official athletic training partner of Holland Christian Schools, and Holland Christian's very own Carrie Ann Rieger, taking care of your athletes all season long right here at Holland Christian High School.
And we're back from the half. Both teams starting to come back out for kickoff. And we'll get things underway here soon. The All Christian team starting to take the pitch. Quickly followed by the West Catholic team. We're about to get underway here in the second half.
In today's OK Blue Maroons varsity tournament action. The homestanding Maroons of Highland Christian will now go left to right from our vantage point here in the press box. The visiting Falcons of West Catholic will go right to left. Second half kickoff belonging to the visiting Falcons of West Catholic High School. At this time, I'd like to wish both teams good luck. Let's play second half OK Blue Maroon Varsity Tournament Soccer.
After having switched sides here at halftime, Holland Christian will be attacking from left to right. West Catholic will be attacking right to left. If Holland Christian continue to do what they're doing, they should be looking pretty good for this half as long as they don't have any of those errors or lazy defending like they had in that little scare in the first half. West Catholic, though, with lots of work to do as we head into kickoff.
Second half kickoff forecast. Sadly, the temperatures have cooled down a little bit. It is now a beautiful 70 and
West Catholic put the ball up the wing.
In beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii.
And for one of the first times this game, managed to work some passes into the opposing half rather than off of a dead ball situation. However, they quickly run out of space under pressure from the outside back of Holland Christian, and the ball back in the Holland Christian possession with Adam Bergman. HC quickly pushes up the field, knowing Bergman's got the ability to kick the ball far up the field. He'll be looking to pick out one of his teammates, hopefully for a flick on and trying to get him behind the West Catholic defense. Pluckmeyer goes for the challenge but is unable to win it. The captain of West Catholic manages to clear back up the field and works it out to 15. Ball off Voss for a throw-in for West Catholic at about the 35-yard line. Number 4 looking up, and his teammates tell him to calm down, put the ball down, and let their long thrower come on over, trying to work the ball into the box, and yet none of their teammates are looking to attack the box here. All of them working their way wide, decides to go long, and back to HC's feet. Clearance is unsuccessful. West Catholic working their way out on the wing, trying to keep possession, but 4 HC players surround the attacker. And the referee calls for a foul there. Not quite sure what happened. Perhaps a shoulder in the back. A bit of a tight angle for a free kick shot here. So unless the captain is feeling rather ambitious, odds are this is going to be a searching ball at the back post. Curled into the corner, and you can see the West Catholic team lining up just to the right-hand side, overloading the right-hand side of the box. Number 3 and number 11 discussing what options they have here. It could be an opportunity to take a shot, and given that they're not frequently in the opposition half, they decide to ask for 10 as they continue to assess their options. Bergman has his line organized. Probably feeling confident here if the ball is to be hit from this distance. There's the overrun. Looping ball to the back post, but a little high. And looks like that player departed too early on the kick. Perhaps was even fooled by his own captain, who ran over it and strays into an offside position. Bergman decides to go up the field really quickly. Plagamars immediately challenging, manages to bring it down, but quickly overrun by the West Catholic defense. Cook loops it onward to Plagamars, takes it off the chest, manages to hold up the ball and squeeze through with some great technical play. Now with time to dribble, looks across to Reese. Reese squeezes it wide. Caden Petrulia on the ball now, looking to cross. Decides to swing it back to his left foot. Aims for the penalty mark. And a looping header straight into the arms of the thankful West Catholic goalie. The punt over everyone's head. Baker challenges, sending the West Catholic player to the floor. Manages to work it out to Petrulia, who plays it back to Bergman, who tells his players to get wide and gives himself some time. Opts to go long. Petrulia looking in behind. Vanderplug opting to go for the header. Misses entirely, and the captain of West Catholic with the slight clearance, but pops out to HC. Cook looking for the switch. Squeaks its way through past the outside back of West Catholic, who manages to recover just in time with Pluckmeyer lurking behind. Reese goes for the mag unsuccessfully, but manages to win the ball back, and a through ball perfectly played into the space. Caden Petrulia, thinking about the one-time cross, decides to cut back onto his left, his weak foot, and now trying to pick up his head and work some time for himself. Like a striker, decides to be a little selfish there. Opts for the shot. Good shot on target, but easy for the goalkeeper in the end. Interestingly, HC has had lots of possession, but as we've mentioned already, struggling to have any end product. Not surprising that Petrulia, a striker himself, currently playing out on the wing, deciding to go for the shot there. Trying to get something going and trying to move this score from 1-0 and extend that margin. Reese manages to get his toe on it and work it out to Pluckmeyer, who uses his body to hold up the play. A little scissor and runs himself right into pressure. Unsuccessful on the dribble there. Van Dynen picks it up and plays Vanderplug into space, who cuts in, manages to find Haig on the turn, who plays Plagamars, who goes now wide, but a little strong. Petrulia slides, trying to keep the ball in there, but is unsuccessful. The momentum carries him and the ball straight out of bounds. HC's defense, getting man-to-man, playing high, not really affording West Catholic any options, who repeatedly send the ball down and long. 11 is really their outlet, and he is struggling to get the ball to his feet. He's got no options in support if he decides to look back, and really no one to turn to making runs in behind. It's really necessary to support your forward. If he's coming deep like number 11 is trying to do sometimes on the throws, you need your wingers to push high and wide looking for the through ball, and yet that is not an option that's being afforded to him. Pluckmeyer tries to drive his way through the defense and straight into the arms of the goalie. West Catholic's goalie boots it straight out of bounds into the hands of David Van Dynen, who tries to take a quick throw into Vanderplug, who takes a bit of a strong touch and also commits a strong foul and receives a yellow there. Given the strength and the intensity of that challenge, it seemed like it was strong. Whether or not that was a yellow card challenge, referee seeming to imply there that the foot was up. There was a little bit of a hip check. Up for debate there. Vanderplug obviously frustrated in that moment. Both with having lost the ball with a touch he wouldn't expect of himself, and with the decision of the referee. West Catholic looking long. Manages to win it and work it wide, getting their first touches in the opposition box. Work a beautiful cross, and yet no one there driving into the opposition defense. HC for the first time afforded the space to counterattack Plagamars with the quick feet to work his way through. He passes it wide, and yet doesn't make the contact he probably would have liked to have made there, with Petrulia the most available option, with the best option for a shot there. Whether Plagamars intended for his target to be Reese or whether that was a miss-hit, it's uncertain. You can see Plagamars a little frustrated there, talking with Petrulia, perhaps telling him to make more of a cutting run at the goal. Petrulia opting to stay a little bit wider. A little bit of indecision there from both. Reese, again, calling for the play where they pack the 6-yard box. They're going big. Cook pops out. Voss again tries to get his head on it and doesn't make the contact he would have liked to have make there. Petrulia afforded space to turn, assess his options, jinx around a little bit, but with no success there. However, his counter pressing in this situation wields the ability to get a shot off here. Walraven with time to pick up his head. Good fly tackle. Petrulia frustrated with himself there, having to laugh. Total miss hit in that moment. Again, the decisions in the final third failing Holland Christian in the moment. Starting to see a little bit more creativity, a little bit more space. And the shots are starting to come. But a lot of their opportunities so far that have looked the most dangerous have either come from dead ball situations, whether that was the free kick in the first half, put away by Vanderplug, that being the difference right now, or the headers frequently directed at Alden Baker on the corner kicks. Really struggling because West Catholic are sitting so deep in the moment, and when West Catholic is not afforded the ability to move forward, they've got about 8, 9, 10 men behind the ball. And that does not give Holland Christian the space that they would like to have to make those cutting runs in behind like we saw Plagamores make a few moments ago. A little patience would probably behoove Holland Christian in situations like these, if they would be able to take the ball down and not play too long and also not play too quickly. They need to do a little bit of more tempo setting here tonight if they want to exert this control and turn it into attacking output. Strong challenges in the midfield. Frustration from the fans here. Frustrated not to hear a call from the referee, who has, again, continually opted to let play be physical tonight. Only giving a card for that seemingly innocuous challenge by Vanderplug. Of course, hoping to keep everything under control here. Holland Christian's frustrations from not scoring seemingly bubbling over the surface as the minutes continue. Reese trying to get his foot on the ball. Plays Plagamars, but an obvious offside call there for the referee. Plagamars a little too eager off his line, jumping too quick. West Catholic will be grateful with a few moments here to catch their breath after these intense last few minutes. He sends it long. He does not manage to find any of his targets. Straight out for a throw. Caden decides to go quick. Plagamars with a nice touch off the chest to bring it down and decides to be aggressive. Keeps the ball on the line and wins the throw-in. Petrulia, yet again with the throw, looking to go long with a few targets in the box. Again looks for Plagamars, who's left unmarked and again manages to bring the ball down. And seemingly gives up a handball here as he fell to the ground, trying to keep that ball under control. The West Catholic goalie kicks long and wide out to the left. A whiff on the header there from the captain of West Catholic. And HC manages to play the ball out the other way. David Van Dyne makes a sprinting run down the line, manages to get found by Pluckmeyer, and now makes a driving run. As you heard earlier during the senior night announcements, Van Dyne, typically an offensive player, now restricted a little bit more in those kinds of situations at left back, probably joyously stretching his legs out there as he made the run in behind, trying to use his creative abilities in the situations he preferred to be in. Cook stands over the ball. With the wall only standing 5 yards away, opts to ask the referee for 10. And the referee gladly steps on over, counts those 10 out, and Cook starts to assess his options. HC overloading deep on the left-hand side of the box. Voss and Baker opt not to go up on this sort of situation, rather preferring to let their attackers take advantage of whatever chances pop out. An easy clearance, the ball not hit deep enough there by Cook for the runs that were made by his teammates. Walraven with a little bit of a misdirected kick there. And yet HC with plenty of time. West Catholic unable to put the HC defense under any sort of pressure, which allows the HC team to advance in any direction that they really would please. Petrulia checking wide. Again, lots of time on the ball here. Reese starting to make a run across. Opts not to cut in behind on the through ball. And Petrulia now, again, with the striker's instinct, takes the hit. The goalkeeper gratefully scoops up the ball there after not being able to catch what was a rather innocuous shot. Neither player manages to get a touch there, and straight out for a throw-in from the goalie's punt. Substitutions being made. We've got 3 HC players coming in and 2 West Catholic players substituting in, looking to make a difference here 15 minutes into the half.
Substitutions are as followed for the Falcons of West Catholic. Number 7, Gabriel May. And number 17, Sean Boonstra. And for the Maroons of Island Christian, number 2, Brody Kreider. Number 4, Lake
Reese with the flick on.
And number 7, Michael Haig.
And Vanderploeg brings it under control, but the pass not to any player's feet in particular. Haig and Baker not connecting there, but West Catholic unable to do anything with the ball in the attacking half. Haig now with time and space waits for Vanderploeg's run in behind, who now can look up and cut back onto his right foot. Ball pops out. Yet again, the goalie demonstrating that he's not the safest with his hands. But ball is cleared back out to the left wing. Ball almost finds Reese. Pops out to the other side. West Catholic booted up to no one in particular. And Voss manages to keep it under possession. Vanderploeg takes his time. And HC yet again looking to reset the play here, taking their time, swinging it around the back, looking to transition through their defensive mids, and looking wide frequently again and again, trying to get these one-on-one situations with cutting runs in behind, which also allow their wingers to cut in, just like Haig is here. Give and go opportunity, beautifully combined. Another cutback, and the easy finish for De Kruiter. No! Beautiful slide tackle. De Kruiter's eyes big there, thinking probably that that was already going to be an easy goal for the senior tonight. Again, wonderfully defended, last-ditched tackle there, but beautiful HC play. Great combinations, 2 give and goes in a row. And again, that wing play leading to the ability to cut in. Leading to the ability to cut in for the HC attackers. Haig cut across, played into Reese, quickly made a darting run in behind, onside. Haig played him in. He again cut it back. Overran by Plagamars, but beautifully timed by De Kruiter, who just wasn't able to make the finishing touch there. Again, right-footed wingers here. They're not doing an inverted winger situation here, so the wingers are opting and would probably prefer to go outside, because any sort of cutting in sort of situation leads to a weak-footed shot or cross. HC will be hoping to execute such combinations again. West Catholic's legs starting to go as the half continues. And more space for the wingers here for Holland Christian. Michael Haig doing his best to keep the ball in play. Ends up kicking it out. And West Catholic's number 6 comes over for the throw. And a substitution for West Catholic, 18 off, 25 on.
So
20
are as follows
Nathan
for the
Cato.
Falcons of West Catholic, number 20, Nathan Cato.
Voss opts for the clear, but straight to the middle of the field. Slightly dangerous, but manages to find a teammate. West Catholic's defense all over the place here halfway through the half. Well worked. Van Dynen again, finding room to stretch his legs and cut in behind the defense. He picks up his head, finds Vanderploeg, who looks to turn, play in Reese. Reese with a one-time shot, but closed down quickly by the West Catholic defense, and they're back up the other way. Cato, who just came in, makes a sprint out wide, manages to pick up the ball, but with a massive touch there. They need a whole lot better than that if they're hoping for attacks. No support there. Probably should have opted to cut back and wait for his team to work their way up the field. And now they're down a man and gave lots of time to the HC center backs to have time to look up and pick out who they would like. Big clearance from West Catholic. Ball straight back to Holland Christian, who also booted up the field. DeCreditor unable to get a toe on it there. And Reese now with the time to look up. HE throw. Ryan Voss advances and misconnects with that pass, but it squeaks through to Vanderploeg, who again does the give and go with the outside back. His third sliding tackle of the night. Manages to win the corner kick there. A little bit of a deep pass from Haig. Vanderploeg manages to save it. And now we'll be looking to run a corner kick situation. Dead ball situation here. They have continually packed the box, and Vanderploeg sends the ball in deep. Back post. Finds Reese, but Reese unable to make the kind of contact on the ball that he would have liked. Tough angle there.
Substitutions are as follows for the Pelicans of West Catholic. Number 15.
One
Kyle
substitution
O'Hearn.
for West Catholic. 17 off, 15 on. You now have Kyle O'Hearn on the field. West Catholic's goalie looking to advance through the goal kick. Sends it high and wide. Holland Christian again continually winning the challenges in the midfield, which allows them to continually put West Catholic under lots of pressure and get it out to their wingers in space. The decision making has yet to lead to a goal, so they'll be hoping for more in these last 20 minutes. West Catholic finally getting a little bit of the ball here with number 11, but he just has no options in support. Vanderploeg with presence of mind to find Reese in the middle. Heck scoops up what comes out. And now Van Dynen again. Perhaps a decision from De Boer to advance his left back higher up the field to create more attacking combinations and scenarios out in the wide areas where HC is being afforded lots of space and opportunities. Vanderploeg looking to drive through the center, but no luck. Van Dynen with the header to his teammate there. Cato tries to challenge, but HC calmly progresses the ball across the field and find Reese in space on the turn. Plagamars tries to be strong, but the turn doesn't work out there for him, and the ball just slides right on through to the goalie, who scoops it up. Giving his players some time to breathe. High and far kick. This time won by West Catholic, and then straight back to Holland Christian. Haig with the play there. Strong and quick to get the ball. Doesn't get past the defender at the first opportunity. Apologizes to his teammate Plagamars that he didn't find him on the pass, and managed to work it to the other side. Vanderploeg on the turn. Keeps it tight. Uses his body to guard. Trying to find some support. And there is none. And commits yet another foul. He'll need to be careful here on the yellow card. The ref having another word with him as he passes by. Holland Christian continually frustrated this half, and really for the majority of the 80 minutes of this game. They scored in about the first 10 minutes off of a dead ball situation, and the only other particularly dangerous opportunity that they've had was from Michael Haig's give and goes with Jordan Reese a few minutes ago. DeCruyter missing the open net with a great last-ditch tackle from West Catholic. He kept the ball down, which was great execution, but didn't end up putting the ball in the back of the net, which would be the expectation there for the Holland Christian winger.
Followed for the Falcons of West Catholic, number 5, Ethan Zolt, and for the Maroons of Holland Christian, number 9, Caden Petrolia.
Yellow card to the West Catholic player. Exactly what for is uncertain at the moment. The center ref having a chat with the assistant referee on the far side. Unsure if that's an infraction for wearing something you should be wearing or talking back to the referee. He takes away the yellow card. Uncertain exactly as to what occurred there.
Apparently he called off the yellow.
Yep. No yellow for that player. Ryan Voss plays the ball wide. Lucas Haig able to turn. A little narrow there. They try to work the give and go. There's lots of space to be found wide, and yet that pass just played in way, way too far ahead of the teammate. A little clap there between the two of them, acknowledging the understanding of the intent, but lacking in the execution.
Argulo in for the Falcons of West Catholic.
Another substitution for West Catholic. Cato off. Haig opts to let the ball go out there off number 15 from West Catholic. And Voss with a quick throw, trying to exploit the space that's there. Haig with the cross, but really disappointing contact straight into the arms of the goalie awaiting. And they have to work their way straight back yet again. 15 minutes to go in the half here. West Catholic offering no threat in the attacking third. HC will be all right with the 1-0 lead. Unhappy to have more.
Oh, okay.
But will take the winning position that they're currently in as long as they stay sharp and don't allow for any attacks in these last few minutes. This suits HC. West Catholic will need to show more intent, better execution, and more creativity in this last 15 if they're going to have any hope of getting this back. Foul called by the referee. Center backs of West Catholic moving up the field. And this will have to be a dead ball situation that they're going to need to try to take advantage of. This is going to have to go deep and wide, in behind by the space given by HC. Hoping to afford space for Adam Bergman, who is eager to come off the line. Will probably be happy to get the ball, given how little he's seen of it this half. Flick off of the HC defender, straight into Bergman's hand, who looks to play quickly, but the option's all totally covered. Decides to play it safe with the big punt. Which proceeds to go straight out for the throw-in. West Catholic's captain moseys over, catching his breath. Knowing there's 14 left, any single mistake by HC here could result with a goal by West Catholic. And no matter how much possession, no matter how many opportunities, no matter how much domination there's been by HC tonight on West Catholic, it doesn't guarantee a result if the situation stays like it is right now. All West Catholic needs is a ball to pop out, pop through, miscommunication between the goalie and his defenders, or a nicely slotted through ball. And the captain of West Catholic, number 11, could be in on goal. As the time winds down, HC's focus will need to rise as they look to close out this half with the shutout. Again, having only conceded 7 goals this season, they'll be hoping to keep that record here tonight. Referee on the far side has their flag risen for offside. So if anything had occurred from that play, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Bergman throws the ball down, checks that he's on the line that the AR has given him. and looks to get the ball up the field the other way. Bergman looks long. Vanderbilt looks to make contact on it to Kreider. Kreider not quite quick enough to get there. West Catholic's goalie receives and again looks to punt in the opposite direction. Best punt of the night from him tonight, but just out of bounds. Just nothing doing for West Catholic tonight. Really struggling to create and really needing to take advantage of any sort of dead ball situation, just like Holland Christian did earlier in the season.
And number 19, Spencer Walraven in for the Maroons of Holland Christian.
Spencer Walraven moves into the position vacated by Jordan Reese. Pluckmeyer for the position vacated by De Kruiter. Really looking to exploit these last 12 minutes and create something of note for themselves and for the fans. Haig with a nice dribble out wide. Looks to find somebody in the middle, but leads his midfielder much too far. West Catholic trying to work it cleanly on the outside, but the pressure of HC is good and results in a turnover. HC calm on the ball, as has been the case throughout this whole entire evening. Cook with lots of time to pick up his head, find Vanderplug, and Vanderplug decides to turn here. Probably been their most ambitious player tonight on the dribble, with his incisive passing, and with the creativity that he possesses, but struggling to bring others into play on the same note. Hard foul there by HC, into the back. West Catholic player gets up slowly. Referee checks in on him. Captain continuing to complain about the calls this evening. West Catholic looking long, but not getting near the distance needed for that kind of a situation. Vanderplug poking it through. Manages to keep the ball there, getting a 3-on-3 situation, but peters out. And the right back of West Catholic ensures the safety by clearing it out wide for a throw. Giving his teammates time to drop in. HC trying to get the ball into a packed box, having difficulty doing so. Results in a clearance. Cook flicks it on, no particular direction. Voss cleans it up and gives it time to David Van Dynen in space out wide with space to dribble. Plockmeyer will look to be ambitious here. Tries to get wide. Plockmeyer with probably one of the strongest weak feet, his left foot there, on the team. Tried to drive wide after the scissor to the inside. Unsuccessful, but manages to garner the corner kick for HC. HC packing the 6 again. Adam Bergman stepping up to help at half. HC leaves 2 defenders to cover, and will have to be careful here on the counter. Petrulia with the delivery. Squeezes through, shot off. Goalie save, and back out to Caden Petrulia, who tries to combine for the give and go, makes the run, looks for the ball back from Vanderplug, who does not return it and opts to go back and give his teammates time. Now he sends in the ball, cleared out by the captain of West Catholic Christian. Caden, ambitious there, finds the ball, found in the middle, hits the ball with the outside of his strong foot, hoping to curl it in deftly there. But his gyroscope is off, hits it a few yards wide. We'll hope to do better on the next one. Haig gets his body in, manages to play the ball forward to Vanderplug, who continues to make these runs deep into the second half. Decent cross in and cleared out by West Catholic, but it's popped out to the other side, and Van Dynen advancing into that final third. Again, an example of how ambitious and dominant Holland Christian have been tonight. Their left and right defense, their left and right outside backs are being given the time and the space to push all the way up into the final third in order to create more for the team, especially as West Catholic struggles to keep up here from all the running that they've done in defense. HC packs the 6-yard yet again. Petrulia with the delivery. Higher this time. Great curl on it and manages to find the teammate. Walraven can't quite get the contact on it that he would have liked and directs it out for a goal kick. Best opportunity off a corner yet this game. 7 minutes remaining in the half. As you can see, the intensity of Holland Christian has continued to maintain. West Catholics have started to drop off here, and so more opportunities are being afforded to Holland Christian as time has gone on. But we're still seeing the best opportunities are coming from dead balls. Dead ball situations, corner kicks, free kicks, like the one that they scored off earlier in the first half. They're still going to be hoping to extend the lead here in the last few minutes just to secure the score and make sure that they don't have to worry about anything here in the end. Pluckmeyer with a nice scissor out wide, tries to drive it in towards the penalty mark, but nobody there to collect. And it's cleared out for a throw in the Holland Christian half at about the 40-yard line. Cook flicks on. Cleared out by West Catholic. Baker opting to play it safe there. Just goes for a clearance. Manages to find the feet of a teammate. But the ball gets cleared out right back to HC. Michael Haig has been finding more and more joy down that right wing as the half has continued. Calling for the ball now on the back post. Vanderplug ambitiously driving into the box, keeping the ball tight, showing some technical dribbling. Doesn't manage to get any power on that right-footed shot. A reminder, that's Vanderplug's weak foot. Does a good job to create space for himself there, and unfortunate not to get better contact on the ball. Foul there by West Catholic, late coming in on Ryan Voss. The referee shows a yellow, tells the number 11 captain of West Catholic that he can't be doing that, and a substitution is made for that player in particular to go off the field.
Oh, we stopped the clock. Okay. Game with 3, there you go.
Substitutions are as follows. For the Falcons of West Catholic, number 17, Sean Boonstra. For the Maroons of Holland Christian, number 13, Ruben Plagmars.
Oh yeah, you should probably take the lower.
Bergman goes for the kick here. Goes straight down the middle. Long ball. Vanderplug on it. Over the top. And high over the goal.
You got that?
Great run. Great ball. But unable to finish. As we see here on the replay, Vanderplug making the contact here. Tries to get something on it. But on his weak foot, having a hard time getting the finish that he would prefer.
Give me a second, y'all.
Plagmeyer making the run in behind. Plugmeyer unable to find it. West Catholic opts to just clear and not mess around in the back with a few minutes remaining. Walraven directing his teammates, trying to look for a through ball there. Some miscommunication occurring on the field. They want to be more ambitious these last few minutes, but it goes out for a goal kick instead.
Alright, we're back.
Header won by West Catholic, but straight to HC, who play it wide, but behind Pluckmeyer. Light touch off the West Catholic player for a throw for HC at about the 20-yard line. At this point, HC will be looking to just play out the half, keep possession and try to make something of these last few minutes. Cook, shot going over, high over. Very frustrated with himself there. That was a great opportunity to get that 2 up, but got a little overexcited and sends the ball out 15, 20 yards over the bar. With 3 minutes to go, the onslaught continues from Holland Christian. Plaguemars begging for the ball. Haig not opting to do so. Cuts onto his left foot. Tries to make the cutting pass in. And straight to the goalie. Voss gets his head on it. And Baker manages to find the feet of Walraven. Calm on the ball. Keeps possession. And starting to play more and more direct here. Really hungry to get another goal. West Catholic trying to pick up their intensity here in these last few minutes. Trying to make a difference. Trying to get something. Trying to get into the opponent's box. Something really special has to occur here if that were to happen. Petrulia trying to win a throw. And does not. Ends up gifting opposition to the other team. And West Catholic allowed to sub.
Nathan Cato now in for the Falcons of West Catholic.
West Catholic moving in. Minute and a half. They're just going to be looking to get the ball in the box and not make. HC meanwhile looking not to make any silly mistakes. And Cook wins the free kick. Stays seated. Sees the clock running down. Takes his time getting up. And HC throwing all their men forward with 90 seconds to go. Looking to close out the game. As they look ahead to game 2 of the conference tournament. Ball in behind. Kim Petrulia tries to body up. But doesn't see where the ball is headed. Manages to keep it in. Goalie gets his hands on it. Not quite. Pluckmeyer trying to receive. Arguing for a corner. AR and center ref agree. It's a goal kick. 1 minute remaining in the half.
1 minute remaining in today's contest.
West Catholic frantically trying to get something to work. A little bit of a frenetic shot there. Body wasn't squared. Just trying to get something on target here with 30 seconds remaining. Bergman taking his time. Looking to send the ball as far up the field as he can and away from his own net, but doesn't make the contact he would like. Squeezes through, and now HC has the opportunity to get one last shot. Plaguemar's in behind, sprinting. Puts it on his right, shots off, and finds the bottom of the net. Bottom left corner, arrows it in, and goes for the backflip celebration. A beautiful finish, a lucky ball, but HC will take it. Plaguemars, calm on it, picks his spot with lots of time, afforded to him, a beautiful finish, and adds a little bit of sheen to the scoreline here. HC well deserving of such a score. Finally getting the luck that they would have hoped they would have gone through some creation. Sometimes it's a little bit better to be lucky than good. HC have been both tonight.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The ref blows the final whistle, and HC are going to beat your winners tonight by a score of 2-0, advancing to the second game of the conference tournament, extending their win streak to 10 wins, or 10 wins in a row here. They'll be happy with the scoreline, a little less satisfied with the performance, but a win is a win for them nonetheless. West Catholic trying to play spoilers, were not able to do so, hardly able to trouble the net of Holland Christian. That brings us to a close this evening. Tonight's commentary is provided to you by Alito Wagenbelt. I hope you all enjoy your evening. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll be back here on Wednesday, and again after that, next Monday night. Good night.
Score of Allendale 3, Spring Lake 0. So once again, Holland Christian fans will be back in action here on Wednesday at 7:15 as the Maroons will take on the Falcons from Allendale. As for our friends and visitors, the Falcons of West Catholic, you will welcome the Lakers from Spring Lake on Wednesday at West Catholic High School for round 2 of the OK Blue Conference Tournament action. Scoring summary for today's game. Game high honors going to number 4, Lake Vanderblue, and number 13, Reuben Blackmars, each with 1 goal. Holland Christian High School has enjoyed having you at today's game, and we look forward to having you as our guests at future events. On behalf of Holland Christian High School and the whole game management team, thanks for coming. Don't forget to drive home safely, and don't forget, as always, go Maroons. Have a great night, everyone. Also, other scores of interest from tonight. The Crusaders of Union Christian defeated the Broncos of Coopersville 5-0. And the Trojans of Fruitport defeated the Hawkeyes of Hamilton by a final score of 5-0. So the next round matchups once again on Wednesday will be as follows. The Maroons of Holland Christian, West Catholic will host Spring Lake, and Coopersville will for the tournament. Also, ladies and gentlemen, 10, 9, 8.